tank inside Vladimir Putin's hat. That's the image The Economist chose for its cover story on the Russian military campaign in Ukraine. And this is what the same magazine had on its front page back when the U.S. invaded Iraq in 2003. A nice picture of George W. Bush and the title, "Now the Waging Peace." Feel the difference, as they say. When you hear American mainstream media talk about the ongoing war in Ukraine, don't forget to check what the very same outlets used to tell the whole world when it was their country conducting military operations. In 1999, the U.S. and NATO launched a bombing campaign of Yugoslavia, also in Europe, which saw thousands of casualties and millions of people displaced. Time magazine said the attack, quote unquote, opens the door to peace. Well, what followed didn't look peaceful at all.
At stake is our entire policy in Europe since the end of World War II to promote stability and democracy. NATO's credibility is on the line. I was suggesting we bomb Belgrade. I was suggesting that we send American pilots in and blow up all of the bridges on the Dina. I was suggesting we take out his oil supplies. I was suggesting very specific action.
Western media definitely has a knack for justifying wars. In 2001, during the U.S. invasion of Afghanistan, The Economist came up with this cover, "A heart-rending but necessary war." And that's it. No calls for sanctions, for businesses to shut down, no condemnations, just a pat on the back for the American military with little concern for the potential humanitarian catastrophe that would follow the invasion. The Western corporate media seem to be very concerned about the plight of common people in Ukraine now, which is completely understandable. Yet when the U.S. invaded foreign nations, the same talking heads pushed a different narrative where regular Afghanis or Iraqis effectively had to be thankful and to consider themselves the lucky ones for being liberated.
This is all about one evil dictator who possesses brutal weapons with which he will threaten and hurt a lot of people, including a lot of Americans, unless we take them away from him.
I've been asking this question over and over. Why would we intervene in Libya? The most consistent one is because it'd be the right thing to do, because people are dying for altruistic reasons.
Oh, and don't forget, it's Russia that is seen as waging a brutal war and oppressing people. When it comes to the American military, there's always room for admiration and glorification.
We see these beautiful pictures at night. I'm guided by the beauty of our weapons.
I think Donald Trump became president of the United States. He talked about international norms, international rules, about America's role in enforcing justice in the world.
Now the very same media that basically helped to justify multiple wars across the world are preaching about what's going on in Ukraine. And if this conflict between Moscow and Kyiv has exposed anything, it's that there is no limit to the level of double standards and hypocrisy anymore.